Going a little further off-road is all the rage with crossovers these days, and Kia is no exception. They've got their X-Pro trim that they're adding to everything they make, more or less. We've seen it with the Sportage and the Telluride, and now we're here with the 2024 Kia Sorento. This is a facelifted version of the Sorento that came out a few years ago, but now they've added the X-Pro trim to it. This is Out Motorsports, the channel for cars as you are. My name is Jake, and I'm here outside of Denver, Colorado for a full day of driving in the snow tomorrow with this Sorento X-Pro. Let's run quickly through what you get with the X-Pro trim, and then we'll get out on some snowy trails and see how this thing is to drive. So mechanically, what you've got going on here with the Sorento X-Pro is going to be the bigger of the two engines offered on the Sorento in general. They do have a hybrid and a PHEV coming, but this is gas only. This is the 2.5 liter corporate Turbo 4. It's good for 281 horsepower, 311 pound-feet of torque, and that pairs to the 8-speed dual-clutch transmission that we've seen in other Kia and Hyundai products. Hyundai is their sister company, and it flows to standard all-wheel drive as you'd expect of an adventure vehicle, and in this case, being the X-Pro, you've got a standard locking center differential. Now mechanically, the other big thing they're doing here is a 17-inch wheel with a BFGoodrich all-terrain tire. That's going to be the big thing, plus the center diff and the all-wheel drive and its related software that we're going to be testing out tomorrow on the trails. So with all that, there's plenty more to talk about with interior updates, but let's hit the trails and see how this whole package comes together.
Tomorrow.
All right, so this is going to be a little bit different, a little bit quicker, because we went out to drive and find some snow and mud, and really we just found dry roads. So not a lot to take a look at here with the Sorento X-Pro, but I did find a snowy road. It is uphill grade here, so we're going to give it a shot. I'm going to put this in the snow mode there, and I'm going to lock the center diff. So that'll split power 50-50 front and rear, and then it can torque vector left to right as well on both axles. So starting off from a stop, in snow mode, I've got a dulled throttle, which is actually going to be really helpful so you don't get too much wheel spin. And then climbing up this hill, not really a problem. The car's moving around a little bit. The tires are doing a fine job here, but generally this is all right. Okay, so now we're turning around because I went off property here. I'm not supposed to be here, so I'm backing up, wiggling my way through some deeper snow. This is all doing fine. We're managing traction fine. And then as we go downhill, we've got a little hill descent button, downhill brake control on. It's just gonna walk me down using the brakes. This is doing an all right job here. Not the world's biggest test by any means, but certainly fairly confidence-inspiring. So this isn't deep snow, but it's slippery, it's a little slick. You know, you've got some dulled inputs. I think the biggest thing with the snow mode is that you've got that dulled throttle. That's gonna be really helpful. And the traction control is also gonna be a little bit more programmed to give you some slip when it deems it necessary, and then otherwise, you know, help you out. Take that diff lock off and go back to asphalt for a minute. See if we can find some more snow. And while we're looking to find more gross roads here, this is really just, you know, Kia's interpretation of a Subaru wilderness car. So, you know, Subaru does the wilderness with the tires, the lift, the all-wheel drive software, all that good stuff. I'm in more mud now than snow, and again, this is all, you know, moving around a little bit, but doing fine. So let me see if I can turn around in here. Yeah, now we're in some mud. This is doing okay. I'm gonna lock that center diff again. The diff lock is really the killer feature versus a Subaru Wilderness. They have open diffs, and they rely entirely on the software to allow you to have your traction. I'm gonna go up here to turn around. So again, all right, we're in mud. This is doing okay. Traction control, keep my foot in it, keep some momentum going. Ooh, traction control is not helping me out now. All right, let's turn around. Where's my traction? I want you off. All right, so this is actually a good test of this car. This is mud. I could feel the traction control limiting what I'm doing, and between the tires and the software, this is actually fairly impressive. I'm slipping and sliding a bit because these tires are not mud tires, they're all-terrains. But again, confidence inspiring. This is kind of what drivers of these are gonna do, and I think it's all pretty good. Now, the thing is, if you're getting the X-Pro versus any of the other all-wheel drive models of Sorento, they all have the X-Line, they all have the locking center diff, they all have the 8.2 inches of ground clearance. So really, you're paying $1,000 extra to get the X-Pro, which is an SX Prestige. It's $1,000 extra. You get wheels, you get tires, and you get an extra capacity radiator to help with your cooling, and that will help with towing capacity. They've added 1,000 pounds of towing capacity for 4,500 pounds total. That is impressive, and I think I would like all that, but the tires are gonna be the star here. Otherwise, you've got the software, you've got the diff on all of these. But in general, it's a nice little package. The updates to the car for 2024 are indeed nice. I was more a fan of the front end styling on the pre-facelift. I like the rear of this facelift more. The interior updates are very nice. The 2-screen layout is nice. The dash is still low. And then the interior colors are really, really nice. This is the brown. There's also a sage green. And then you've got this 2-tone steering wheel that I think is just a really, really nice touch on this top trim level. And so that'll do it. That's going to be the first drive of the 2024 Kia Sorento X-Pro in the worst conditions I could find here in Colorado. Thank you as always for coming along. Be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe right here on YouTube. Follow us on all the other socials, and head over to outmotorsports.com if you'd like to connect with other LGBT automotive enthusiasts and join us for some events both online and in person on the racetrack and on the street. We'd love to have you for any and all of that. Till next time, stay safe, be well. See you again soon.